So they got this new thing out there. People sell them all the time. They got this stuff they get blood from somebody with AIDS. Yeah. And then they shoot you with it.
Oh, so that seems bad.
That's a slow death.
Yeah.
An easy thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay.
Well, Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Now, there's pictures of Suge Knight in prison currently where he looks very skinny.
What? I haven't seen those pictures. Where did they come from?
I think I might have posted them. Right. Now.
Yeah, Suge got the monster.
Okay, well.
He's sick.
You know, you said this, Reggie Wright, I believe, has said this. Reggie Wright Jr., that is, has said this.
The attorney that just passed away.
Okay.
People was on the phone when Suge was giving him the details on which to file when he was going back on appeal. One of the things was he was not getting his proper treatment.
Well, I actually looked into this. And I spoke to someone that was familiar with the whole situation, and this is what I was told. I'm not going to say who it is, but this comes from a reliable source. When I say reliable source, you could trust that it's reliable, right? Number one, Suge is not sick. Now, he is legally blind because he's completely blind in one eye
and 30% in the other.
15% in the other. Right? So not totally blind, but one eye, 85%.
I tell you what, Vlad, how about we cut to the chase?
Well, hold on, let me just finish.
Let's just offer a test.
Well, I don't think we just have Suge take random tests for our...
So ain't that something, man? Suge Knight, a while back, y'all remember that, right? That infamous late night TV clip where he had the whole world talking. Suge Knight knows something that happened behind the scenes. Eazy-E was hit with the monster, and Suge's laughing it up, making a joke at his expense while his family's still here. And I don't know if y'all seen, there's a whole like Mythbusters type show or something like that. I think it might be on YouTube or maybe not. One of those channels. Tap in if y'all seen it, where Eazy-E's family and that one artist, Latino dude, that was down with Ruthless, was saying that there was a dirty acupuncture needle or something like that, and Jerry Heller was involved, and this whole play went down where Eazy was given the HIV, and Suge was making light of that. And they dug in on that show and did this investigation and all that, and ended up coming back like, nah, man, that wasn't real, that was just theories and stuff. But whatever you think about it, and I do want to know in that comment section, shit was spooky as hell, and it was just bugged out. Like the dude that said the acupuncture shit, he came back like, oh no, it was something I was just saying, it was really something. And then here we are now where Wack100 and Vlad are talking about this $100 bet if Suge's got the monster or not. And you know, skip ahead to, well, my source says Suge don't have it and he's not in PC, which I do believe Suge is in PC or some kind of special yard, 50-50 yard or something like that. Like Wack pointed out in this interview, tap in if you've seen it in full. He's like, you want to see dudes from all different races all chill on one unit or dorm or block or whatever the fuck you want to call it, pod in one housing area, all buddy and friends like that on an active yard. It just would never happen with the racial politics on the West Coast prison vibes. And I believe that to be true. I do think he's in some kind of yard. Maybe if it ain't straight up referenced as PC, it's something like that. But when it comes to this HIV thing, Vlad saying my source said this, Wack's my source said this, well, let's just bet on it. There's really no way to get definitive proof whether it's true or not, and I want to know if y'all think it's true or not. But isn't it so crazy for him to be joking about Eazy, and now this is an ongoing discussion, trending topic, in a sense, joking away, as that's what Vlad's doing, is poking at Suge Knight. As we know, Wack is poking at Suge, as Wack is Mr. Petty, Mr. Never Let Things Go, and him and Suge Knight have a long history, and here he is now like, I'm laughing at you, bitch. I'm telling the whole world you got the HIV, you got the monster. And that definitely is a big weight loss, but that don't even necessarily mean that it's HIV. There's a lot of ways you could be sick and lose weight. And the whole thing about the attorney when they were trying to file the paperwork about the case, and real quick sidebar, Suge might have had a shot at trying to, I don't want to say beat this case, but something like it, or end up with lesser time. But his attorneys got knocked in all kinds of corruption and everything like that, and it fucked it up. He ended up having a cop a plea and be in the situation in which that he is right now. But as far as the attorney talking about he couldn't get proper meds and all that, I remember them talking about blood clots and him being a diabetic and all that. I don't think that would be put out there publicly that it's for the HIV, right? I mean, there's no way you're ever going to have proof on this because it's a HIPAA. It's a medical confidentiality laws and HIV, like laws about HIV, that you can't just disclose somebody's status that they got the monster. You can't really put that out there. I mean, there's a lot of shit that's leaked out with all those rappers getting exposed, going to PC or fucking with punks in jail. Like, people leaked out things like that. But a HIV situation, someone's going down for that. But there is not going to be anything like that unless we got a Charlie Sheen situation, where, if y'all recall, back when Charlie Sheen was crashing all the way out, some girl that he was fucking with at some point, or partying with, or paying to play with, she got a picture of his HIV medication bottle with his name on it and was bleeding him for every bit of money she could get, to the point that he just said, fuck it, I got the monster. And unless there's a situation like that with Suge, there'll never be any proof, you know. But Wack100, he calls himself and his team, the exposers. They go off doctored up paperwork, theories that don't really have smoke and gun proof or certified as facts. And that's all this is here, is him just trying to humiliate Suge Knight and kick him while he's down, and much more. Never forget, when he first went to jail, Suge was running around telling the world Wack was coming home, Wack was running around telling the whole world Suge is coming home on bail, and it never happened. Now here he is, been on this mission, dissing him, and that's all. Like, it's got to be a whack life being Mr. Wack100. No one really fucks with you. No one respects you. All your relationships are built off trying to exploit people for what you can get out of them, or people using you for what they can get out of you. And you sit around being petty with a bumpy face, pushing 50, where you look like you're pushing 65, hating on people and trolling. And Suge Knight is a troll in a sense himself, as he will run wild with stories and such, which is what I think that whole Eazy situation in the beginning was. But what do I know? But let me know what you know and you think in the comment section. You see, some people believe there's this theory out there, though, that Irv Gotti, Jay Prince, and Suge Knight were trying to change the game and kind of come together like Voltron and compete with the major labels and create their own distribution within the rap game, but a lot of people theorize that the federal government wouldn't let it happen, that Suge Knight kept catching cases, or in this place, some people are saying, look, they gave him the HIV like they did Eazy, or Irv Gotti, he's deceased off the diabetes, but maybe people are in just being in poor health and not taking care of himself, and to be honest, giving up on life many years ago. And Jay Prince, the feds, I don't think, still left this dude totally alone. And some people are commenting about this situation like, yo, that's what this is. I kind of file that in the conspiratorial realm, and I want to know what you file this all under, a bunch of shenanigans, or you think something's there. But like I said, there's just, how are Vlad and Wack gonna settle this bet? They can't. There is none. Like, no one's gonna break the law as far as revealing medical records. It just ain't gonna happen. It's typically, I think, Wack is capping. But that's all I got on this one. Tap in, let's talk, sub up, and I'll get with y'all on the next one. And peep the way Wack gets down if you haven't already. I mean, at this point, like I've been pointing out in recent videos, he has a full-blown mutiny on his hands. People that support him are getting sick of his shit, and he's just all the way burnt out, turned out, getting bled for everything he's got by old girl, who, that ain't no real relationship. That's Wack being a trick-ass sprung goofy.